Welcome everybody to week 212. On this day, the 6th of June 2022, which becomes a 666 energy. Today I wrote something about the 666 energy so I want to give you that message before I go into the light codes message today. The 666 energy is reminding us or asking us to refocus and reconnect with the bigger picture. There might be something that we're not seeing clearly, that we need more clarity on, or something that we're not looking at in a way that is for our highest good. So something we need to look at the bigger picture, which is really interesting because I just ran a 3-day retreat, which was kind of that same sort of theme about isness and finding clarity. So that was interesting. And in the way that I do the numerology, it becomes a 36-9, which is 3-6-9, which is in order, it's an alignment of mind. So 3 being of the ego or the lower mind, and the 6 being the intuitive mind, and the 9 being the higher wisdom, mind of wisdom. So that's bringing our minds into alignment, which is what we really need to do when we have to refocus. So we need to understand, is this the ego wanting to do this? Is this an intuitive message? Is this the highest path to take? Yeah, again, that 3-6-9, it's keeping everything in order. Work with the minds, work the healthy state of healthy part of the egoic mind, bringing the messages down and into our conscious mind so that we can follow into the new directions that are being offered to us. And also 3-6-9, everything is in multiples of 3. So we can see that even 6-6-6 becomes a 9 energy at the end of it, 18-9, but 36 also it becomes the 9. So we have the completion of a cycle. So when there's a completion of the cycle, we know that there is new beginnings beginning to come, and 3s all being multiples of 3s. So bringing through that Christ energy, very powerful frequencies being offered to us today. And 6 is the number of the home. So when you look at it as 666, it brings everything to a higher order. When you see the multiple numbers, it brings everything to a higher order. So if 6 is a number of home and feeling home, 666 is that truly coming home to self, coming home to self. And it's also the number of marriage. So in the earthly sense is when two, people come together in union and live out the marriage. So again, 666 and the higher order of the sense of marriage is the sacred marriage, the union of opposites coming together at the highest level. I've also written, because we're amplifying everything, we're amplifying it, it's bringing up the Kundalini energy. It's at the base, at the brow chakra here, Kundalini being awakened. And as a love vibration, 6 is also a love vibration. 666 reminds us that where there is love, there is no fear. So, and of course, where there is fear, therefore there is no love. So filling that void, filling that space of fear, any anxieties or insecurities, filling that with love and finding whatever it is to remind yourself of love. And I think last week we had that, remember the love, because we need it to take us forward into the space that we are, especially with this 666. It's all about remembering the love. So we fill the spaces of fear, anxiety, insecurities with the love, and allow that fear to dissolve into the nothingness, into the purity, into the love, into the all that is. So it's all about coming back to the return to love and coming back to yourself. 666 can have a very profound and energetic effect, creating a shift within and asking us to shift our thoughts and our intentions away from materiality and toward spirituality and toward love in particular, toward the greatest love of all, to the love of ourselves and to the love of God, just into that space of love. into self-love. So, and I've also written that we have to learn the gift of self-love. So it's a reminder that we all need to remember the gift of self-love. So 666, it's amplifying the energies within the brow chakra toward purpose, toward mission and direction. That's why it's all about refocusing. And twin flames should actually pay close attention to the 666 energy, because this vibration draws you nearer to union, that draws us nearer to union within our own masculine and feminine, and draws us nearer to union with the divine masculine and feminine. So the 666 is the divine sending us blessings and guidance towards a greater awakening. It's an awakening frequency, asking us work on ourselves, work on our relationships, and take notice of our feelings today in particular, to really take notice of our feelings, especially around our thoughts and ideas and inspirations, because our intuition is super strong today. With the 666, intuition is super strong because you're aligned with the energy of love. And so we have really high intuition coming through today. So please take notice of that. You should maybe get a little book, or you don't have to do anything. Get a little book out and write it all down. So let's have a look at what I saw during the light codes today. The first vision I had was to do with direction, purpose, mission, divine masculine. And it was a great book. So let's say a sacred book. It was a very big book, but it didn't begin looking like a book. It began looking more like a flower. And I can't really describe what kind of flower. Maybe a lotus, I suppose, but it was kind of like opening like this. But as it came up with this shape, it formed into an open book, and behind it was somebody sitting with this open book. So I think it's about tapping into that the sacredness and the sacred teachings within us, and that will help us to align with that wisdom that we hold within us, to refocus so that we are moving in the right direction. I didn't have a vision in the Omega today, but when I unified the masculine and feminine energies together and brought Alpha and Omega in together, I saw the book again. This time the book was open, and laid on the open pages at the front were lots of little pink flowers, a soft pink, divine love pink. So this is a book of love, the book of divine love. Being offered to us here as we come into full union with the masculine and feminine. So 6 is the brow chakra. So there's, you've got the masculine and the feminine coming up and meeting at the brow chakra. And then, of course, there's the third love, third energy of love, which gives us that connection with the heart chakra, 666. So divine love and creation coming together at the brow chakra. Unifying with the solar plexus and the throat chakra today. So to do with communication, to do with truth, to do with our personal power, to do with, having clarity of thought, absolute clarity of thought, and being able to express that clarity of thought. I saw some people carving out a great pillar, like a temple pillar. It was kind of on its side because they were carving out, the grooves that you have in the pillars. So it's like getting your groove together to strengthen your pillar of light that holds you up so that you can be in alignment. So do the work on being aligned right now. That's the basic message there, is align, align, align. In the sacral, unifying the chakras, moving out and unifying, incorporating the sacral chakra and the brow chakra. I saw a priest energy, an ancient Egyptian priest energy, and he, bald head, and he was just wearing a little white skirt thing, and he was playing an instrument, a stringed instrument under his chin. I couldn't see if it was a little harp or if it was a violin. I think it was like a little harp or something that he was holding here at his chin and playing this, which is bringing into harmony, harmonizing the chakras all the way out coming out, in particular, the sacral and the brow chakra. So relationships, it's all about harmonizing relationships, a relationship with yourself and relationships with others. So there we can see the love energy coming, the harmony being brought in for us as he is playing the harp type energy. And then I saw as all chakras were unified, I saw a woman, the back of a woman's head, and her hair, there was one flower in there, and her hair was being braided. So again, this is about coming together, like bringing the hair is wisdom and strength, and bringing and braiding that together, it's a coming together, tying everything together. And the flower, of course, is to do with love and to do with happiness. So, and the flowers are like gifts, so gifts that we are receiving. And then as we moved out into the emotional body, I saw a huge trumpet flower. So this is like, answer the call, listen to your emotions, be in touch with your feelings, really read your feelings well, answer the call to understand what your feeling nature is trying to tell you. And then I saw somebody sitting in half lotus position. So they had one leg up in lotus position. We're a little bit like me, couldn't really get all the way there. But anyway, they were sitting in half lotus position. And there was the energy of some energy that reminded me of a flower again, but it was simply an energy coming up, like almost like if you were to see drops and, slow motion drops coming down like this. It was the other way up. So it was kind of, again, like a flower. It was the rising and the of this beautiful energy. I don't know. Again, it keeps reminding me, I had this coming up over the weekend as well. The word keeps coming in, the fleur de lis. The fleur de lis keeps coming to me. And it was this kind of energy coming up like this. And then I saw the ripple effect, as you would see in the still waters, the ripple effect. So reminding us of the ripple effects that we are having on others. And this is in the higher mental body. So it's all to do with it's connected with our higher self. So if you are aligned with your higher self and you are totally aligned and doing of the highest pathway, and you're receiving the divine messages, everything that you are doing now is having that ripple effect, bringing that beautiful energy of love. And there is a ripple effect that goes out. So reminding yourself to align, refocus, coming back to that message of refocus. What is it that you are struggling with at the moment? But refocus, and that refocus is asking you to align all the minds, lower, higher and universal minds. Be in alignment with it all. Be in alignment with your I am. In the spiritual body today, I saw somebody just laying back, just like, doing nothing, just laying back and enjoying their time. Just, not really doing anything. They didn't look like they were particularly thinking. They were just being. And our workshop on the weekend was to do with isness, finding isness. And I would say that it was this space of just being totally at peace, not really here, not there, no before, no after, no past, no future, just being in that space where there's no thought and where all the truth actually finds you, if you give yourself a chance to stop and be in that moment. When we look at the cards today, the first card is 51, which becomes a 6 again. So very much that 6 energy around us. And it asks us to keep your commitments. So keep your commitments to yourself. This is your big self, pulling you back into alignment, aligning you. It's within the circle. So asking you to come back into harmony. and align with your higher self. So your higher self is asking you to get yourself into gear and get aligned. And in the sacral chakra today, we have card number 2, and it is the High Priestess, Archangel Hanael. Listen to your intuition, which came up again as well. Listen to your intuition. Be in touch with your feelings. Listen to your higher self, your highest message. Listen to your feelings. Have patience. So if things are not happening and you haven't quite got clarity on something, just be in the stillness and just don't worry about what is supposed to unfold. Just let it unfold for you naturally. Consider carefully what you want before acting. So again, refocus your thoughts and your intentions. What is it that you are creating? Because you're very powerful in bringing that forward right now through your thoughts and intentions. So it's a reminder, and here we have the book again, so just being in alignment with that and refocus. Your path is in the hands of the gods. So destiny is unfolding. Trust in your destiny. Trust in the divine to keep you and bring you into your purpose. This is in the solar plexus here. So let go of any fears and anxieties, because your path is in the hands of the gods. It is your destiny. Your destiny is unfolding. Get out of your own way. Don't interfere with your destiny. Let it unfold. So patience is needed here. And in the heart chakra, trust, card number 7, daydreams and decisions. So, be sure this is aligned with your heart, because what you are daydreaming, what you are thinking up, and the decisions you are making. So again, this is a little bit of a reminder here. Trust. Don't be too impatient. Don't be impatient, and let things unfold, because everything, if you're in alignment, everything is going to come down and anchor into the earth's grid and become manifest. So it will happen. Just step back, just lay back, be patient, don't push, allow it to unfold. Trust in the divine. And in the throat today, we have card number 9 of Wands. So this is again reminding, what are you focused on? Are you focused on your wounds? Are you focused on too many thoughts? Or what's going on in your head? Are you focused on the wounds, or are you focused on the growth? How are you seeing things? Are you seeing this as too many blockages, there's too many walls in the way, as I can't get through there, I need to protect myself? What are you focusing on? Think about the positive. Look at all the growth that has come from the past. Look at all the growth that is behind you. If you look at this in the wands as being thoughts and being the growth that has actually come there. Don't look at it as being barriers or blockages. Try to allow yourself to ease up a little bit. Don't be so, look at him. He's like, he's scared he's going to lose something. What are you afraid of losing? Is there something you are afraid of losing? Because what is truly meant for your soul, you can never lose it. You can go off track for a while, but you will always come back to what is meant for your soul. So trust a little bit more and know that the truth is there, and that the truth will prevail. In the brow today, we have, again, number 7, so more trust. And this is Sekhmet, fiery Sekhmet, great transformation. Trust in the transformations that are taking place. A lot of healing is taking place here. Sekhmet, very powerful energy. So in the brow chakra, a lot is happening, a lot of awakening the Kundalini energy, a lot of energy happening. Somebody spoke to me this morning and said that since yesterday they were feeling very dizzy and they didn't know why. And just after we had spoken, it was just on Messenger, I got up to do something and I realized that I too have been feeling dizzy and was feeling dizzy this morning. So there is very powerful energy around at the moment. So, allow yourself to be with it. You need to be a little bit careful sometimes when the energies are really strong like this, because you know, we're kind of slipping in between worlds a little bit. So if you, especially if you're going out and about, just be a little bit careful. Make sure you're grounded. Be fully present. Really important message, to be fully present with what you're doing at the moment. And card number 7 in the crown chakra today is Lady Nada. So Lady Nada is the ascended master that helps twin flames. And so this being in the crown again, and this is like talking about that love, that great love, and the divine masculine, the divine feminine coming together in union. So she's there helping you to understand and to reach out. If you need somebody to call upon her to understand how to develop your inner masculine and feminine, how to be with your divine masculine, divine feminine counterparts, twin flames, whatever. Call on that energy to understand the new way of love that is, you know, breaking down the constructs of the old ways of relationships, and allowing us to step into a new way, a freer way, a more out there way. And the pathway, or Amiga, the divine feminine, is telling us today that it's Horus, and it's saying you are seeing things correctly. So when we come back to that refocus, what is it that you are focused on? Just be that person that's just lazing back and just, you know, contemplating and not caught up in your thoughts, just allowing yourself just to be. And then you will know that you are actually seeing things accurately. And try not to get too caught up with what other people are saying. It's okay to talk with other people and ask for advice and such, but sometimes that can confuse us all the more. Whereas if we just step back and just be and just let it unfold. So, you know, that's kind of an advice I give to myself sometimes, and I did it this morning as well. What would I do if I hadn't spoken about such and such and such with somebody else? Because, and then I thought, you know, I would just get on with it. I would just get on with it. And that's what the guy laying back was doing. He's just getting on with it. He doesn't really know whether he's coming or going. And it doesn't matter right now. It's a time for patience and allow it to unfold. Just let it unfold and be your own wise counsel, because only you know what is going on in your heart. And that's where it comes back to. Be in touch with your feelings, be in touch with your intuition. Take the time to be still. Stop trying to figure it out. The time frame will unfold accordingly. And the final card in Alpha, the direction, is retreat into nature. Retreat into nature itself, or retreat into your own true nature. Close your eyes and look within. Not with your eyes open, close your eyes, and from within the darkness, the light will come through. So give yourself that space, even if you only do it for 5 minutes a day, or 5 minutes on and off throughout the day. Close your eyes and go within. Get in touch with your own true nature. Understand what your intuition is trying to tell you. 666 is, you know, like when we see multiple numbers like that, it is a message from our intuition asking us to stop and take notice and refocus. And with all messages, it's like, stop, okay, there's a message here for me coming through from the divine. And the 666 is about refocusing. So go into nature, find some time, close your eyes, go within you, get in touch with your own true nature and feel your way through it. Allow yourself to experience, because this is an experiential journey and nobody else can walk it for you. We have to walk it for ourselves. This morning I had a bit of like heartache in my heart chakra, and I wasn't quite sure why I had that. I mean, I had a few thoughts around it, but I realized that it was an experience that I was needing to have in order to open, to bring through the light codes today. I don't feel the same now. I feel different from what I felt this morning. But there's this energy of love and redirection, the sacred marriage unfolding in a very sacred way. And we need to give that some space. So meaning that we need to give it the divine timing that it so deserves. So not pushing ourselves forward too much. Don't push. Just sit back like the dude in the vision who was just lazing back, doing nothing. Just doing nothing and just being. And it's okay to take the time out to be in no thought and to be there, just, sit at the beach, stare at the waves, go into the forest, just stare at the trees, and then close your eyes and go within, or do it at home if you can't go out. So that's it from me for today. Happy 666 today, and welcome to June, and I'll see you next week. Over and out from me.